if there was the biggest game of the season, let's say it's a cup final, Champions League final, yeah? Everyone's fit. Let me make that premise. Everyone's fit. All the backlines fit. What is the strongest backline to face the match at the Champions League final for you? If you're the manager, who are you picking? This is a game of death here. Who's your backline, Sharoy, and why?
I don't think you can drop Ben White at this stage. I know that Timber is a very, very accomplished right centre-back, right back, but I honestly think that Ben White right now has made himself indispensable to this team. Do we really have to have a conversation about Silvio Gabriel?
No.
Nah.
So you're looking at left back. And one thing I will say about Zinchenko, all right? I'm looking at him in pre-season, and it seems as though even he now knows, and Arteta now knows, that there are going to be defensive frailties when you pick Zinchenko. So he absolutely has to make his presence felt going forward. And it seems as though he's taken that on board. But that kind of player, if you're in a Champions League final, I mean, think about who he could be up against if you're playing Real Madrid.
Hey.
You can't start Zinchenko there. So all I look at left back now, Calafiori's come in.
Unknown quantity right now.
And what is the price tag on that player? That has to be your starting left back because of the amount that we paid for him.
Has to, yeah?
In my opinion, so the amount that we paid for him, the fact that was the only arguable frailty in our defence last year, and the fact that he's come in as the first signing of this transfer window, that's my back four. Is he going to go down the line? No. Inside.
Did you say the same scoreline as me?
Ball in.
Hey, come on! I haven't! Come on! The door is open!
Come on!
Here it is!
There we go.
Open the door!
There we go.
Hey, that's it.
1-0.
That's how you start the season, Havertz. That's how you start the season.
Let's roll. I lost my page. Big up Havertz.
Beautiful.
Let's
The
roll.
door has
Beautiful.
opened in the account. I've got two different places there.
The door's open in the account.
The door's open to Arsenal's Premier League first goal.
I need you and Saeed
You've
on a
ruined our
show.
first goal of the season.
I need you and Saeed on a show. The door has opened in the account.
And Lee judges them free.
Wait, no, I need to get this saying right. I'm a professional. The account has opened for Arsenal. There we go.
I'm pretty sure it would have been Kai Havertz opens the account for Arsenal. Yeah? I'm pretty sure.
I'm so happy you're here.
It would have been.
Beautiful.
There you go. Turkish, who needs to be or feel like a new signing for you? Who needs to be a
How
big
about a
season?
new signing feels like a new signing? How about that?
Such a Turkish answer.
That is the most Turkish answer.
Yeah, but I don't like these questions, man. Well, we're asking these questions because we're not doing what we should be doing. That's the reality of it. You know how many times Wenger used to say, this person's like a new signing? I've been there, done that. I know it. I'm off by heart. I've read that too many times now, yeah? Don't feed me the same books, yeah? Please, yeah? I don't want to feel like a new signing. I want it to be a new signing, and then I'll tell you how I feel. Not Timber this or like,
Yeah.
I'm with you, but we'll talk at the end of the window.
There'll
window.
be signings. I think there's still more. There's signings to come. 100%. 100%. I liked what Shorey said though. He did say like the players that let him down last season who can't. If you're sat in a room and say put your hand on who think you contributed to last season's title charge. The players he mentioned definitely can't really, with a strong, confident arm, put their hand up.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Like, you can look at it like that, but you can also look at it from the other side and say, listen, injury-wise last year for key players, we were very fortunate, right?
Yeah,
So
completely.
let's say we don't expect that fortune again this season. The players that we're expecting to step up, we're expecting them to step up into that level that we showed last season. So where's the extra sauce on top? You know, where's the... I wanted us to rule out as many ifs this season as we could. Because essentially, you still do everything you need to do in the window. It's still, you know, you can win the league. There's just more behind it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've eliminated any of our ifs, buts, and maybes that, you know, ultimately will come out end of the season if we don't win the league.
For the summer in January.
But he means
So-
in
We
terms
didn't
of
bring him in.
Oh,
What a save,
What a save
David!
from Raya.
What a save, David!
What a reaction!
That is a
that
fantastic
was a save.
Because I can get educated while talking about it. Obviously, the 115 charges, hearing over the Premier League rules to start on September 16th is when the hearing's supposed to be starting. It should be completed how long is it? Roughly around December time or maybe the new year?
That, you know what was interesting? I think it was about 2 months ago. City were at a tribunal almost as a precursor to this hearing that's going to take place in September, yeah? This in September is an arbitration. That's completely behind closed doors. That's more of a sit down and we're going to determine. It's not a public hearing per se.
Oh, is it?
But from what I read anyway in the Times, City were at a tribunal earlier this year arguing that the Premier League rules discriminate against state-owned clubs, particularly those from the Middle East, with specific regard to the amount of money that they can put in from sister clubs that counts towards their revenue. because obviously that has a bearing upon PSR and FFP,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And they said, look, you can sit there and say that it's about state-owned clubs, but if you look at the state-owned clubs in our league, you're basically looking at Emiratis or the UAE.
Yeah.
In general terms. The outcome of that hearing hasn't been made public. But one of the reasons I think that is massive is because if City go into September's hearing and they have already managed to prove that the Premier League rules were discriminatory because of a hearing that took place 2 months ago,
And we don't
they're
know.
on very good footing to say you've brought these 115 charges on the basis of rules, but we've already managed to find that certain rules of yours were unlawful. So why it questions the validity of the rules, and it changes the entire complexion of this hearing, this arbitration that's about to take place in September.
And we won't know we won't know anything from that hearing that they've had because it's
The Premier League the Premier League will make it public when the arbitration decision has been settled, and there will be a lot of sort of PR and the reason this is going to be managed carefully is because no matter what happens, the Premier League won't really come out looking good here, because you've either got the Premier League having brought 115 charges and Man City bus case fresh home, nothing happens, yeah? That makes the Premier League look bad.
100%.
Or the team that has won 4 of the last 5 and made your league look like a mockery, it's now been found that that has impacted the fairness of competition in your league for the last half a decade. So it's going to have to be managed so carefully in that respect. And I can't give you a timeline because I don't represent any of them and I don't deal with arbitration. This is just from what I read in the public domain, right? So anyone could have said what I just said. But I imagine that it's in everyone's best interest for it to be resolved, certainly this season.
Yep.
I don't think it'll be this calendar year. The longer it stays at 1-0.
No, I feel like we're...
Beautiful!
Game off, man.
Beautiful!
That game off.
Beautiful!
He's saying
Come
yeah.
on! Come on!
She said she wants star, boy.
Perfect!
Star boy!
Perfect start.
Thank you.
Havertz goal,
Now
Saka
we
goal.
relax.
Who got the assist for that? Havertz as well. Yeah. Nice little pass off to the
This guy's
right.
got FPL on his mind.
Yeah, man.
you're
Might as well
looking
add it
at
all
it.
up. Might as well add it all up.
He rasped that. Absolutely rasped that. Look at this. Play a quick free kick. Well done for Partey as well to play fast.
Yeah.
Fair play.
That was Partey, wasn't
But
it?
Havertz didn't do
Havertz.
much. He just laid it to.
Yeah, still.
He
Look
might
at
not
this.
even get the
Cut
assist.
inside. We've seen it before. We know what you do.
Oh, he went near post though. That was different. We haven't seen that many times before.
normally goes the opposite way,
Usually he
you're
goes
right.
to curl it. That's good though.
Jose Sarr, he's got questionable there though.
Beautiful. No, because
Bullet though.
the thing is, if you Saka smart, if he starts adding this to his game, this is where you take it to the next level. You go inside and outside as well. Look at that, beautiful.
That is a finish.
Sar's expecting it.
Look
to go.
at Sar's
Yeah.
feet. Exactly.
His first
Sar's
step is out
steadying
that
himself
way.
to go. Look here. Look, you see that? And then
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful Saka. Come on. Goal kick. That's
He
it.
just had a stinker.
Done.
This game.
Full time. 2-0. Off to a winning start.
Arsenal.
Perfect start, scoreline wise. Getting out of it unscathed as well. Actually, Saka had that early knee pain. Hopefully, there's nothing off the back of that. But
And let's see what Declan Rice's thing was. It looked like it was cramp.
You said unscathed. I thought you was going to. We didn't concede. That's what I thought you was angling for. But you're right. I'm supposed to.
I think I would have liked another goal or two more. A couple,
So at the beginning when we did the predictions, you said you went off what you think should happen,
Yeah.
and we went off what we think will.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. I agree with you in terms of what should have happened, and I think we created the chances.
Pretty
to have
calm,
3 or
man.
4.
Yeah, I mean, got the job done. That's it. We're going to face a tougher test next week. It was about 3 points, and we've got that clean sheet. Nice.
Definitely.